Hello guys, welcome to another video of my Python tutorial series, and in this video we are going to talk about control flow instructions, and specifically in control flow instructions we are going to talk about decision flow instructions. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. So guys, what do I mean by decision flow instructions or control flow instructions? Let's first talk about control flow instructions. Control flow instructions. So control flow instructions are those instructions that disturbs the flow of a program. For example, if I write A is equal to 5, B is equal to 6, C is equal to 7. So how these lines are going to like run in our computer? First of all, this line will execute, then this line will execute, then this line will execute. So if we want to change that flow or we want to interrupt that flow, then we use control flow instructions. Now there are two kind of control flow instructions. The first is decision control instructions and the second one is repetition flow instructions. So in this video I'm going to talk about decision flow instructions. So basically we know them as if else. So let me just give you an example what if else are or how do we use it. Let's say you want to ask a user his or her gender. So on the basis of that gender you want to print some details. Okay, so for example, let's take an input gender equal to input, enter your gender. Now I'm gonna write male and it is going to store in gender. Now I want to print something based on our gender. If this is the syntax, if gender equal to male, if gender is equal to male and we are using double equal to here, I'm gonna make a separate video on the operators that I also talked about in the last video. So I'm gonna make a separate video, but if you want to compare two things, then we will use double equal to. Okay, if gender equal to male, then colon, and then we enter, press enter. So you can see that there is a block, there is a we say this gap as indentation. So why do we need indentation in Python? There is only one way to describe that whatever line of code we are we are writing belongs to which block. For example, if I write a is equal to 5, b is equal to 5. So how do you know that whether a belongs to if gender condition or not, or whether b belongs to if gender condition or not? So for that you are going to use indentation. If there is an indent here, it means that a belongs to this condition but b doesn't belong to that this. Okay, we will see more of this in later videos, then you will understand better how this works. So a is equal so if gender is male, I'm gonna print maybe a rider, for example, and I'm gonna write else. If gender is not male or it can be anything else, then I'm gonna write print maybe a singer, and I'm gonna run the cell and it is printing maybe a rider. If I want to change that and I print like anything, and this, I'm gonna run this. Now it is showing maybe a singer, but we don't want that because it compared with only one condition and every else condition it will print a maybe a singer. But this is not a gender, this is not a correct gender. So what do we want to do? We want to use elif, elif. This is else if. Now gender equal to female, print maybe a singer. and then you can use else, and then you can print gender. So we will see what is the gender of the other person. So if I write again, like let's say first write female. Now it is showing maybe a singer, but if what do if I write anything? So is it has printed gender because I have provided like gender in quotes. So I want to remove that if I want to consider it as an variable. Now if I print it, it shows me what I have in what input I have given in the input box. Okay, so these are control flow instructions, and these are called as if, else if, and else. Okay, so what is the benefit of using control flow instructions, specifically decision flow instructions? Basically, you won't believe me, but you can achieve a little bit of AI using if else and or if elif else. Okay, so you can be it can be used there, or you can ask the user the temperature and show it's like if a user tells that the temperature is below 0 degree temperature, you can print out it might snow tomorrow or something like that. So this is it for this video, and I'm gonna see you in the next video. Thanks.